What's up, party people? A couple of days ago, I really wish I would have gotten to it before now. It seems like my memories just ain't what it used to be. Anyhow, a few days ago, I saw The Descendants, and I thought it was amazing. One of the better movies of the year. I'm going to go ahead and give it a solid 9. I really was trying to think of things to say about it, but I mean, that's the trouble when I really like a movie, and I really can't, describe why I like it too much, just because it's a feeling. But it was amazing. Descendants is the new film from Alexander Payne. Alexander Payne is one of my favorite filmmakers. He hasn't made a bad movie. I don't even think he's made a less than great movie. I think this is his 4th film. He did Election, Sideways, About Schmidt. I'm trying to think of something else. So this is either his 4th or 5th film. Anyway, he's tremendous. I think he's a true talent. He tells stories that no one else tells, and he can tell them in a way that no one else can. I would, if he, put out more work, I could compare him to Woody Allen. I think he is on that Woody Allen level of, writing genius, at least. I think his writing is his strong suit. He usually always has a partner. Here, he wrote it with 2 other people. And it's an adapted screenplay. It comes from a novel. And written, again, by 3 people, one of them being Alexander Payne. But he, he just has that ear for the natural that Woody Allen has, and he writes characters so well. Oftentimes, it's a true talent. He can get inside another character's head. He can fully realize a character, have them believe certain things, and then he can create another character and have that character believe the total opposite, and yet both characters feel entirely real. And I have to wonder how Alexander Payne feels. Who is representing Alexander Payne? And I guess the answer is both of them. And how one mind can so, can compose and create these defined characters who are opposites and yet still feel so real. That's a true talent, and that's his talent. The Descendants is about a family in crisis, kind of. I guess the backstory is the Descendants, they've inherited a large plot of land in Hawaii. This land has given them money all throughout their life, and not just the direct family, but all of the family. And so now they're trying to sell the land, and so the family is convening, but it really, that's the backdrop. It focuses on George Clooney and his core family, and his wife had a boating accident and has slipped into a coma. While in a coma, George Clooney discovers that his wife has been cheating on him, having an affair. So he then becomes obsessed with that affair, wants to meet the man. So he takes his 2 daughters and one of his daughter's boyfriends, I guess not boyfriend, but just friend, with him along this mission, journey, adventure. So it's a family film, but it's an adult family film. You know, it deals with family problems, very raw, in a very raw state. Lots of bad language, lots of raw emotion. So it's definitely not a family film per se. But I imagine that if you have a family and have wife, husband, that, you know, you will find this much richer than I did, and I really loved it. Okay, the acting is fantastic. George Clooney is a star. I think this is George Clooney's best work, you know, period. He's fantastic here. I think he definitely deserves an Oscar nomination for this. I mean, he's really wonderful. Totally believable. But that's another thing that Alexander Payne does, is I feel he's an actor's director. He gives so much time to an actor. You know, the scenes feel like a little extended. If there's a detriment to the film at all, it's that it takes its time. You know, and a lot of people are putting that as the locale. You know, it takes place in Hawaii, it takes place in paradise. You know, you go to Hawaii, you expect to be laid back. You know, you expect to have a good time. So the story does take its time, probably due to that laid back setting and the laid back story. Boy, where was I? I think it's George Clooney's best work. The actors get so much time just for little subtleties. Like, the scene will, you know, be going, and then the conversation will stop, and the camera will linger on the faces of the actor as they contemplate, as they think. And, you know, I don't think many directors have the balls to just sit there and let a camera watch an actor think. You know, I guess it just comes down to editing at that point, about timing. But I really appreciate that about Alexander Payne, and he uses that in all of his films, and especially here. I mean, maybe that contributes to that laid-back feeling, is that we do spend a lot of time just kind of meditating on the face of the actor and watching them meditate on whatever emotion that they've got going on. So it's just these nice little subtleties, facial subtleties, that I enjoy, and I think that's really good. And again, I think this is George Clooney's best work, and you get to see him work here. You know, he runs, you know, the gamut of emotion. Who else is in it? There's a lot of new faces to me. You know, his daughters are both new to me. They're both very good. All of the acting, very good. Felt very real. The names I know: Matthew Lillard, back. He's very good. Robert Forster, the character actor. In it very little. I mean, basically kind of plays a one-note character, but not. I mean, you would think he's one-note, but in just the short time he's on the screen, we get to see, you know, various workings, other emotions from him, so it's nice. Even just a minor character seems kind of fleshed out. Who else? One of the Bridges, Beau Bridges. I can't keep the Bridges straight. He's good. He gets in there and does that Bridges thing that he does. I guess that's pretty much it. I'm not really. There's a comedian. I think it's Rob Hubel. It's from Children's Hospital on Adult Swim. He's a comedian. Very funny. Again, all of the acting, tremendous. All of the acting is very good, very real. That's because of the screenplay. And it's very fleshed out, and it's very real. Honestly, This is a family drama, and I felt drawn in. You know, I've, for a while, sat on the edge of my seat, you know, just because I wanted to know what was going to happen next. I mean, I felt pulled in to these people's lives. I felt like a fly on the wall in these people's lives. And that's really tremendous. And it is, you know, you can learn something. You know, you can learn something about trust, loneliness, life, death. You know, again, it deals with very big themes, life themes, important themes, and does not shy away from them, and does not shy away from the pain, you know, that they can bring. You know, I can't wait to see it again. You know, I want to see it again. I may see it tonight. I can't decide what I want to see tonight. I may see it again tonight. But I really don't know what else to say. I thought it was fantastic. Easily one of the better films of the year. No problems giving it a 9. Can't wait to see it again. Felt so real. Again, just intelligent. Intelligent, well-made, well-acted. Just a really good movie. I mean, maybe it's not Sideways. You know, Sideways is probably his existing masterpiece. I think that he has another... I think he's got just so many great films in him. You know, I just... he seems to take his time, you know, as artists can. So he combines Woody Allen's intelligence and humor with Stanley Kubrick's pace. So hopefully we get some more work from Mr. Payne soon. But The Descendants will, you know, hold my appetite for some time because it's very good. So that's The Descendants. It's a solid 9. One of the better films of the year. George Clooney's best work. There you go. Thanks.